This is an answer to a question online on YouTube. Somebody wants to install Android Studio. Now, what you do with anything from the AUR, you start typing. Maybe like this. If it's a hyphen or not, you don't know, right? And then you know, oh look, it's coming from all of them AUR. So none of them is pre-built, which means I have to click on number 1 and start building. If, of course, and that was another question, do you trust this? That's something you have to make up your mind. Do you like it? Do you trust it? You have to look at the code. Now, before I start messing with my system here, which is a VirtualBox, I don't care, but messing in the sense of it will take maybe a minute, 10 minutes, an hour to build, because this thing is a rather big thing if I remember correctly. My first reflex should be, is there a repo for that? You would say sometimes, is there an app for that? Is there a repo for that? Is a new sentence that we should apply and use and think and say ATT, ArcoLinux Suite Tool. Can we add repositories? Can we add app stores to our system? Yes, we can. Pacman is our package manager. You can enable all these guys, but the one you will need probably is Chaotix repo. It's applied. We can close this thing off, quit ATT by. When I do a sudo pacman -syyu or update, I get an extra line. And now Pacman knows, whoa, we're not going to do that. Now Pacman knows, hey, there's more stuff. So no, we're not going to update. We want to know sudo pacman -s and then we stop. This is what we can install from, we don't see it at this point in time. Some of them will come from just Arch, maybe from us, but most likely from Chaotic AUR, and the one we want is Android Studio. So I type a little bit more Studio. Let's see. So source Chaotic, size huge, and that's the reason why it's not on our repo, and you have Android Studio in no time, if you trust where it comes from. And I do think we can trust Chaotic AUR, the repo from Garuda, if you don't know. So that's that. Then there was the other question, which is basically Flutter, which is the same deal, the same reasoning. Yay, Flutter. Think about it. Does it have anything? And look at that. You don't need to build it. You just need to open up Chaotic AUR and say, choose number 2. And off you go, installing Flutter. So there is no need to build anything, and that's my response to the user here. There's no need to build it, and building always takes time. If you've built Linux kernels, you know it takes a huge amount of time, a lot of heat, a lot of time, a lot of memory, and it's working very hard to make a kernel. And this probably applies for these guys as well. These are big applications. So there you go. That's how you should install things that are not available on the ArcoLinux repos or not available on, only available on the AUR. Think first, are there other repositories where I can get it? Okay, I'll just add them to Pacman. Pacman recognizes, oh, there's a new database in, it's coming from Chaotic AUR. It goes as a long list. I mean, if you want to see it graphically, it's a huge list. So that might be interesting as well. Say, okay, let's have a look at the repositories. How can we do that again? Here, repositories, and then Chaotic AUR. Make this big and scroll. This is a big slider, but watch what happens if you go down. Right? And we're just at the D. So it all goes back to the Z, so I can keep on scrolling. Scrolling with the mouse is maybe easier. And we're now at L, and so on and so on. I mean, it's a huge long list of applications, or you just do a search and say, give me all the Android stuff. Okay. Et voila, that's it for me. I hope it helped, and I hope it helps all of you. Cheers.